There we go. All right, go ahead and stand on center's mat. Clasp those hands. Inhale, reach nice and tall. Big inhale through nose and exhale, side bend. Inhale, tall, lengthen spine. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, tall, nice good morning stretch. Exhale, squeeze that right, lengthen left. Inhale, tall, and exhale, breathe. Go ahead and unclasp. Be nice and wide. Triangle pose, right foot turned out. Inhale, come down. Big exhale, driving up. So that right hand, reaching for the inside of your right arch. Right knee can be softly bent. Shoulders are pinched together. Fingertips are reaching nice and long. Give me one more. Inhale through nose, exhale, and freeze. Pause. Reset right, turn out that left. Inhale, come down. Big exhale, lift up. Find that breath. With Pilates, it's all about breathing in through nose and nice strong out through the mouth, finding that diaphragm. Give me two more. Last one, and pause at top. Come to edge of mat. Come into downward dog. Tuck those toes, root the palms. Inhale through nose and exhale. Ha ha. Find that downward dog. Go ahead and give me a nice alternating heel strike. Just start to open up the toes, the fingers. If you're at the beach, to start wiggling them in the sand, because we are all envious. The Terry's up there screaming Emerald Isle in the beach. Give me 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Hold. Go ahead and raise that right leg up. One leg dog. Inhale through nose. Exhale. Step it outside that right hand. Adjust as needed. Left knee can come down. Go ahead and inhale through nose. Exhale. Rotate that right hand up. Nice thoracic rotation. Option left knee lifts up for 3, 2, 1. Place that right hand down. Harder side to rotate 2. So inhale, exhale slowly with control. Nice good morning. If you need to, again, left knee can come down. Nice long stretch, reach, hold. 3, 2, 1. Place left hand down. Push back, downward dog. Inhale through nose. Inhale, exhale, left leg up. Inhale, exhale, float it outside that left hand. Open up to that left hip. When you're ready, go ahead and rotate that left hand up. Reach that hand high to sky. Lift that chest up. For 3, 2, 1. Place left hand down. Inhale, exhale, rotate that right hand up. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and push back, child's pose. Fingertips reaching nice and long. Other edge of mat. Tailbone reaches back. Nice good length in that lat through the arm. And then go ahead and come to knees. Right foot steps forward. Tuck that left hip under. Lift that chest up. Open up to the sternum. Reach those arms up. Nice big stretch in that left hip flexor. Squeeze that left glute 3 times. 1. Squeeze 2, deep for 3, and release, shift back. Left leg in front, tuck that right hip under, reach those arms up. Find that breath, squeeze that right glute for 3, squeeze 2, deep for 3, and release. Go ahead and push back, child's pose. Sink on back, stretch out that L4 and 5. Now give me a nice inhale through the nose, windmill to the left. Turn that left palm up, stretch that left shoulder, sink down and stretch that left hip side. Inhale through nose, exhale, windmill over to the left. Turn that right palm up. Sink back, stretch out that right shoulder. For 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring hands back to center. Float forward, Sphinx or upward dog. Draw the abs in, squeeze the gluteals, place forearms down. Exhale, extend that spine. Oh, hello, good morning, sunshine. Option can be on palms. Stretch the abdominals, but readjust, pull the shoulders down. For 3, 2, 1, give me ear to shoulder. Nice little scaly stretch. And then a bottom half neck roll. And release, push back. All right, guys, going right into your warm up. Let me turn up that music just a hair. Start in the tabletop. You choose whether head is on mat. All right, you got 30 seconds with 6 seconds in between. So stack the hips, draw the abs in, back flat, tuck the chin, raise hand, the shoulders up, pulse it. Inhale 5. And exhale 5. Inhale 5 through nose. And exhale 5. So elbows are fully extended. Your eyes are looking at the tops of the knees or tops of your thighs, but you're not straining and looking at the ceiling. You're not straining with the neck. And remember, it's upper abs that would lift the shoulders up. So you want to focus on that whole rib cage, the pelvis stay nice and contracted. And release head. There's your bell. Going into your knee hugs or single leg stretch. Right hand grabs right ankle. Inhale, exhale, switch hold. Inhale, exhale, switch free. So yes, this can always be done with head on mat, focusing on back being flat. As you're using your hands to pull that knee to shoulder, focus on that stretch in the glutes. to that one side, L4 and 5. Kind of nice warm up for that low back. You're also contracting the quad and glute of that one leg that extends out. Now, once you start pointing your toes, get those arches going. Good creator muscles as well. And rest head, there's your bell. Go ahead and come right into your L's. Drive both legs straight up. Grab back of that right ankle. Inhale, exhale, switch hold. Inhale, exhale, switch free. So this can always be done with that trailing leg going down just 45 if you're newer to the journey. If you're more advanced, you can also work on putting hands behind the head. You can also work a little bit with moving through the ankles, kind of pointing and flexing with every exchange. Feeling the length through those hamstrings. But remember, hands are just helping assist right now for your warm-up. There's that bell. Give me your double leg. Level 1, hand, legs to start. So go ahead and inhale, legs come out. Exhale, legs pull in. Inhale, legs go out. Exhale, legs pull in. So level 1, hands behind head. Level 2, inhale, arms and legs out. Circle, exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, long. Exhale, pull in. Remember my cues. Eyes looking at tops and knees, not straight into the ceiling. Focus on the upper abdominals, helping to lift the shoulders. Focus on that back being nice and flat. Legs can always drive further up the ceiling. There's your bell. Go ahead and flip it over. Let's go into a cobra. Let's stretch out the abdominals. Laying on stomach, hands by side. Exhale, reach those hands to the toes, and then inhale, come down neutral. Exhale, reach hands to those knees, and then inhale, come down. So my thumbs are pointed straight down to the mat for now. I want you to focus on energy, contracting the lats as hands are reaching to the knees. Use those back muscles as you are lifting and extending that spine up. Squeezing the gluteals, drawing the abs in still, so no hyperimpingement on that low back. Nice big exhale as we lift. And there's a bell, release and push back. Floating into a plank. Forearms, knees, or forearm toes. Draw those abs in, anchor those forearms. Find that center, nice neutral. Keeping that pelvis tucked under, so whether it's knees, if it's toes. If you're on toes, remember, start with feet about hip width apart. That's your base. You want more challenge, you know you can always bring those feet closer in. Some people like to be on hands that incorporates the elbow joints, so get some tricep work. But I like being closer to the ground because it really focuses on keeping this abs drawn in even tighter because your vector is a lot less. There's your bell. Push back. Seventh and final, coming into your boat. I'm going to turn a little bit so I can see you. Lean back, find that nice tuck in the hip. Lift up 1, lift up 2, find your boat. So keeping that C curve. Hands can be in front or hands can grab back of your hamstrings. If you're newer to the journey, place the toes down, but focus on that tailbone being tucked under. Focus on staying in that nice C. Now go ahead and take those hands. Inhale, reach out. Big exhale, press down. Inhale, float up. Exhale, compress. So feel lats lengthen, lats contract. And there's the end of your first round. So let's do that again. Coming back to your 100. You ready? I'm going to start giving some advanced options. So inhale, extend legs out. Exhale, pull in tabletop. Inhale out to a diagonal. Exhale, back to tabletop. Remember my cues. Eyes looking at tops and knees. Contract the upper abdominals. Elbows are fully extended. Squeezing the triceps, squeezing the shoulders. You're dribbling little tiny basketballs under your palms. Find that breath. Find that angle where you are most successful. No popping a low back. And you feel strong. There's your bell, rest. Go ahead and come into your single leg stretch. I'm going to start going a little bit faster at a tempo. Inhale, exhale, switch, switch, switch. If your body's still warming up, then go at a slower tempo. Listen to your body. Hands can always be behind the head if you're feeling feisty already. So single leg uses a lot of the hip flexors as you're pulling the knee to the chest, but you're also focused on keeping that back nice and flat. Do you choose whether you wish to make it an abdominal exercise or focus more on it being a stretch? Go ahead and rest. Your L, drive legs straight up. Inhale, lower or left. Inhale, exhale, switch, switch, switch. So remember, don't force the stretch on those hamstrings. You can always lower leg to 45. You can always bend the knee. If you feel like you're straining in the neck, just lower down and rest it. Let's find that breath. Here we go. Switch. Start to assess the body, left and right, which side's tighter, which side's weaker, rest head. Going into your double leg, come back tabletop. Lift the shoulders up, inhale out, exhale, circle, pull it in. Inhale out, exhale, pull in. So remember, legs can go out 45. They can go straight up into the ceiling. Your shoulders at one joint is designed to move 360 degrees. So make that nice big circle with the arms. And then enjoy that stretch as these come to chest. Inhale long, exhale, pull in. We're going into your cobras next. Hug hamstrings, flip on over. All right, go ahead and point those toes. Exhale, extend that spine. Inhale, come down. Exhale, hands reach for the knees. Inhale, come down neutral. So as I'm coming down, it's not an opportunity to rest and relax all those muscles. It's just enough where you find that long point, and then you shorten and contract the back muscles. Abs are still drawn in. You want to still squeeze those glutes. Option raising the feet as well. Going into a little bit of extension of the hips. Deepening into that psoas, those hip flexors, and release. Floating into your plank. I'm going to dive into some plank tuck, plank crunches. So come forearms, knees, or forearms, toes. So give me a nice little tuck. So if you've done bar with me this week, it's all about taking that tailbone under, just like I cued you at the beginning of class, and really pull it under, squeeze those kegels, squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, your urinary muscles, almost like you had a block in between your legs. You know, if you did yoga, because we all have blocks under between our legs, that totally came out weird. And release, push back, floating into your boat. Go ahead and, whether feet are on ground or pick up, 1, 2, find your boat. Oh, there's my boat. Inhale, arms forward. Nice inhale up, big exhale, press. Inhale up, exhale, lengthen, contract. So you're keeping that tailbone tucked under. You start feeling it too much in the hip flexors and that crease of the hips, then drop the toes down, reset. But focus on shoulders being down away from the ears, big exhale, press down. Inhale, tall. And release. Go ahead and come to your knees. That's the end of your warm-up. You're like, what? That's a warm-up. Go ahead and come camel. Let's do a little bit of free stretch. Tuck the tailbones under, come onto your knees. Reach that right hand straight back. Lift that left hand up, open up to heart center. And then come back. Left hand reaches back, reach that right arm up. More importantly, just focusing on that nice stretch to the groin, to the abdominals, and release. All right, going into a little bit of your half roll down. Go ahead and turn the light on here. I think some of that shadow might be affecting some of you seeing me. Can't help that. All right, so coming onto your feet, half roll down. So grab back of those hamstrings, lean on back. Now go ahead and either keep hands on hamstrings or hands can be in front. Now give me a tuck hold, a tuck free. So start manipulating that pelvis into a little bit of that tuck under. Focus how you're getting some length down here in that low back. Give me one more. Now here we go, maintain that tuck. Now slide it down to where you go no more than mid back and to be able to pull yourself back up. So keep going while I talk. So your challenge is to keep the elbows fully extended like I am as you're rolling down and up. If you feel like you've reached a sticking point, then I want you to stop there while you were still successful and be able to focus, contract these muscles here, doing the lift, okay, the pull up. Keeping that chin tucked, remember it's all about keeping upper abdominals fired. Give me one more. Now go ahead and stay here. Nice inhale through nose. Extend that spine and exhale, roll it down. Give me one full roll down here. And then inhale, open up heart. Exhale, round that spine. So a little bit of spinal extension, spinal flexion. So working a little bit more through some mat Pilates work here, working through that full range. Manipulate that pelvis, allow it to tuck under, and also allow it to extend back. Give me one more. On this next one, we're gonna hold our lowest low. We're gonna tuck that pelvis under the tempo. You ready? Go ahead and lean back, find your lowest low, tuck those hips, tuck squeeze, tuck squeeze, tuck squeeze. So whether hands are behind the hamstrings or hands are in front, make a nice little O. Let's squeeze that center strong. 10, 2, here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come halfway up. Roll outside to your right. Hand outside the hamstring. Roll it down halfway. Roll it up. So same rules apply. Elbows fully extended ideally. Trying to keep that same distance in that C curve the entire time. Feeling how your spine is what's doing the articulation coming down. Give me one more. Now go ahead and stay here. Now still tuck those hips under. Give me a little tuck. So I'm going to lift my right hand up just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. This is also an option. Those of you who are a little more advanced, you want to take one or two hands off. Stay rotated, stay twisted. Give me 2, 1, freeze and hold. Now lift both hands up. Now I want you to twist a hair more to that right and then come back to center. Exhale, rotate to that right, come back to center. You're going to give me 4 of these. So I want you to focus on hips staying square to ground. You're only twisting the upper half, so think belly button up. Don't worry how far you do or do not rotate. Give me one more. Now rotate to your fullest point. Just twist the tempo. Twist, twist, squeeze, burn it out. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, come back to center. Inhale up. Big exhale, roll down. Inhale up. Exhale, roll. So remember, use those hands as much or as little. Give me one more. On this next one, we're going to stay down in our tucked position. Find your length, rotate to your left. Now go ahead and tuck those hips to tempo. Tuck, tuck, squeeze. So when I say tempo, for the most part, it's kind of nice 1-1. So think 1, 2, 3, tuck, 4. So give me 4 more. Here's 3, 2. Next one, hold it here. Lift up 1 or 2 hands up, twist to center. Twist left, come to center. So as you're twisting to the left, focus that you're not hiking a hip. Focus on the belly button up only, bringing that washcloth. I say cues often, I repeat, because I totally get it from a student perspective. On this next one, freeze and hold, twist the tempo. You hear one thing, out one ear, goes in one ear, out the other. So sometimes I repeat things multiple times until you finally catch on, it connects. Give me 4. Here's 3, 2, come to center, inhale up. Big exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, roll. Give me one more. And release. Go ahead and hug knees to chest. Go ahead and hands out into a T. Place the hips down. Go ahead and give me a nice little hip drop from side to side. Nice little stretch at the top of the well, the hips. But we are not done. Those of you who might have jumped in late, I am going to go over 30 minutes just because I want to. So go ahead and come into a plank. You ready? It can be on knees. It can be on toes. It can be on forearms. It can be on hands. So go ahead and give me a plank hold for 10. 2, we're going to start to march it next. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold that tuck. Squeeze it. 9. Alternate knees. Drop that right. Drop left. Drop right. Drop left. So if you're newer to the journey, you can always keep both knees on the ground and just lift up one leg at a time. If you're starting from basics, you can always just hold your plank, time under tension, and then relax the low back, stretch it out, and then you jump back in. Here we go. Give me 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold, slide it forward, push it back, slide it forward, push it back. So I'm using my lats to pull myself forward. I'm also using my ankles and my calves to slightly push. My knees are fully extended. You want to focus on shoulders staying down away from those ears. Give me one more, freeze and hold. 2 knees down. We go down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, so this is where I'm going to start throttling that heart rate a little bit. So focus on fully bending through the knee, but notice how there's no movement through my hips. It's all about subtle knee flexion, knee extension. So drive those heels to the back of the room. Give me 4, up 3, up 2. Next one, hold. Twist those hips. 10, twist right, twist left, twist right, twist left. If you ever need to, take a break, push back child's pose, and you jump right back in. Here we go. Give me 4, twist 3, twist 2, and 1. Push back. Come to hands and toes. Same flow. Now hands. March that right, march left, march right, march left. If you have wrist issues, this can always be done fisted, or you can have dumbbells nearby to contract those wrist extensors. So think of those single leg stretches that we did earlier this morning in our warm-up. So use those hip flexors, use those abs to pull the knee to the chest. Give me 4, 3, 2. Now freeze and hold that plank. Push it forward, slide it back. Pull it forward, push it back. So get that ankle movement going. Fully extend out those elbows, squeeze the triceps, engage the shoulders, connect with the lats. Give me 2 more. Next one, hold that plank. Tiny bend, extend, tiny bend, extend. So my knees are not coming all the way down to the mat, especially at this vector. So tiny bend, but then push those heels away. Create energy to the quads, to the glutes. Give me 2 more. Next one, freeze it here. Widen your stance. Twist that left, twist right, twist left, twist right. So tiny, tiny twist. We identified that tiny twist earlier when we were seated in our boat. So focus on rotating just an upper half only, or I should say lower half now. 4, twist 3, twist 2. Now finish on those forearms. Tuck those hips, 21. Tuck 2, tuck 3. Squeeze 4, here's 5. Strong 6, 7, 8, 9. Second round of 10, last 10. 9, squeeze 8. Option knee, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ha ha. Come onto a side plank where the bottom knee is bent, straight, staggered stack. Find what is strongest for you. Shoulder over that elbow. Bridge yourself on up. I'm going to start level 1. Those of you more advanced, you know your options. Top hand behind hip. Make sure bottom shoulder is not shrugging. Now go ahead and give me a 2 count down. Come down for 2. Lift up for 2. Inhale, lower. Big exhale, lift. So keep going while I talk. So it's about shoulder stabilization. You want to focus on that bottom hip doing the lift coming up. With that top leg as well, it's not just hanging out. I want you to focus on creating energy through that left top hamstring, inner thigh. And that's also what's helping lift you up to take some of that weight off of that shoulder. With Pilates, you got to use every single muscle in your body to help strengthen everything. Total kinetic change. Give me 1 more. Next one, hold it up, lift it up, lift up, lift up. So it's a tiny, tiny little release. It's a little bar tempo here. So focus on staying strong in that shoulder. If you're newer to the journey, then focus on that hand just being here. Or option 4, break. But I want you to keep that sternum, chest high to knee. Stay strong. Here we go. Give me 2. 1, freeze it here. Take that elbow. Rotate down. 2, and open for 2. Inhale down. Big exhale, open. So if you've been in a staggered straight leg stance for a while and that shoulder's starting to fatigue, come to that elbow or bend that bottom knee. I'm definitely in a side plank a lot longer than I normally am sometimes, but I'm trying to just cue everything I can to make you feel successful. Give me 1 more. On this next one, I want you to hold it up. Find your best form. Pulse it up to finish. Here's 10, 2, 3. Reach it long 4. Breathe. Here's 6. Yes. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come to a plank. Slide it forward. Push it back. Slide it forward. Push it back. So at the same time, in my classes, I try to keep you moving from one movement to the next. Not really allowing too much break, but when you need it, you take it. But let's keep on going. So go ahead and come onto that left forearm. Go the other way. Choose your best option. I'm going to spin around and face you. 2 counts down, 2 counts up. You keep going. Let me spin around because I love seeing movement on the screen and I want to face you. So remember, stabilize, connect bottom hip, top hand behind head, sternum part shining towards me, elbow high to ceiling. You see me reaching for my hand, it's because my earbuds keep coming out of my ears. All right, give me 2 more. Find that breath. Next one, hold it here. Pulse it up, pulse up, pulse up. Breathe. Reach it 10, 2, 3, 4, pulse 5, 3, 6, there's 7, 8, 9, breathe, hold, rotate max, elbow down for 2, and open for 2. Twist. So I like with the hand behind my head, because it really focuses also as that elbow is reaching towards that ground on contracting the upper abdominals as well. So if that elbow doesn't touch, that's okay. I'm kind of holding my ear pod while I'm rotating, so that's not necessarily where I want you to put your hand. I still want it behind your head. All right, on this next one, we're gonna pulse it up to finish. You ready? Reach that hand up to sky. Reach, reach. Think of length. Squeeze. Pulse it. Here goes 10, 2, 3. Yes, 4, 5, 6. Front plank next. Here's 8, 9. Come to front plank. Rock it forward. Push it back. Pull it forward. Push it back. Give me 8, 2. Big pull push. 3, 4. Slide along that carriage. Here's 6. Yes, 7. One more. And release. Push back. Nicely done. All right, let's go into your glute work. Oh, 9:30. We've been good on time. So you know 9:30, my time is always in Pilates class, the glute hour, glute time. So go ahead and come bird dog. Shoulders stacked over hands, hips square, belly button down. Raise that left leg up, contract that left glute. Point that left toe. Now reach that right arm nice and long. Readjust those shoulders, pull them down away from ears. Now exhale, crunch that elbow and knee together. Inhale, out, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, long. So as you're going long, I want you to imagine, feel, connect how you are separating every disc in your back, in your spine. Create juice, create fluid, create elongation of length and spine. Nice inhale out, exhale, pull it in. So as those elbows and knees come together, it's not just an opportunity for the back to relax, to stretch. It is a stretch, but I also want you to think of the front of the body. On this next one, hold it here. Tap 2 times. Tap, tap, inhale out and hold. Crunch, 2, inhale out and freeze. Crunch, crunch, inhale out, hold. The entire time, your left hand pushing heavy into that ground, keeping yourself centered. On this next one, keep the elbow and knee, tap it here, just squeeze, tap, squeeze, tap, squeeze, tap. So I want that elbow and knee to separate no more than 1 inch, 2 inch at most. How long can you keep the abs contracted? Turn on TVA, resist rotation. Give me 4, 3, 2. Now inhale out, hold it long, lift it up, lift up, lift up. We're finishing here. Then we're start going to the outer glute, still left leg. To readjust, pull the shoulders down away from ears. Point that toe to the other edge of the rim, reach that hand to opposite end. Strong long line, squeeze it. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come down, right forearm. Keep that left hand boxed. Turn that left hip out. Go ahead and slide that left leg forward. Flex that foot. Inhale down, exhale up, slide back, pull it forward. Inhale down, lift it up, slide back, pull it forward. So a little bit of Pilates, single leg swing, but the entire time, imagine a laser beam that leg is trying to hover over. This can always be done with the knee bent, but focus on keeping the hip tucked under. You're firing that outer top glute. We're definitely creating length inner thigh, and we're also squeezing that top outer oblique. Give me 1 more. On this next one, hold that leg forward. Now point that toe, slight little bend in the knee. Give me little circles, dime-sized circles. Now, yes, this can be done with the knee bent more, and this can also be done with the knee further back behind. It all depends on where you are in core strength through flexibility. If you're starting to feel a lot on that right hip, yes, it's because you're stabilizing, but also focus, change direction. On keeping the hip tucked under, don't allow yourself to slack or shift your weight to that right hip, especially when you start getting tired. Give me 2 more. On this next one, go ahead and flex that foot, fully extend, kick it forward, little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze. So really connect with the left oblique. Keep that leg nice and high. Give me 4 more. Here's 4, 3. We're finishing with a full leg swing. And release, point that toe, flex, pull it forward. Point going back, flex, pulling forward. So the entire time, you want to think of stabilization right hip. You're not using your upper back just to swing with momentum. Exhale, pull it forward. Inhale, long. Exhale, pull. Give me 2 more. Oh, and release. Push back. Happy Saturday. Go ahead and I'm going to spin around. Other leg. Ready? Bird dog. Shoulders stacked. Tuck hips. Right leg back. Raise that right leg up. Left leg long. Center. Readjust hips. Belly button down. Yes, you ready? Go ahead and crunch elbow, knee. Inhale out. Oh my goodness. So yes, that right glute hip was just stabilizing. So it's already been working. So if you start to find that you're getting tired very quickly, There's a good reason why, because you were just using it, okay? So adjust, rest, reset, and then just jump right back in. So shoulders staying down away from ears. Right hand heavy, pushing into that ground. Exhale on that crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Give me 2 more. On this next one, here we go. 2 taps to a length. Tap, tap, long, pause. Crunch, crunch, inhale, lengthen. Remember, abs are still joined in, so no valley and that low back. You're gonna give me 2 more. Remember, reaching hand and feet opposite ends of room. On this next one, pulse those elbows to knee. Elbow to knee, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Give me about 12. You ready? Here's 1, 2, 3, squeeze 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and reach nice and long. Pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. To readjust, pull that left shoulder down away from the ear. How's that belly button? Is it centered, pointing down? Focus on squeezing that right glute. Oh, give me 4, 3, 2. Now drop that left forearm down. Tuck the hips under, slide that right leg forward. Here we go, lower down, up, slide back, forward, down, up, back, forward. So 4 count movement. Really dissect the movement. Focus on that highest height, that furthest back position. Back to home, and then down. So it's not a rainbow. I want you to create sharp corners. There's a time and place when I do rainbows, but with this one, I want you to emphasize every single point. With Pilates, it's all about precision and also control. All right, guys, give me 1 more. We're going circles next. Find your furthest point. Point the toes, slight little bend in the knee, dime side circles. So keeping the hip open. Remember, don't allow yourself to shift to that left hip. Focus on pushing that right hand into the ground, pulling that knee however much you can, come to that elbow. Give me 2 more. All right, here we go, change directions. It's a little bit of abduction now. Lifting up. Oh, squeeze that right. All right, give me 4. Here's 3, 2. Now go ahead and extend that leg forward. Lower down, lift up, lower, lift. Give me 4. Here's 3, lift 2. Here we go, full range. Inhale back, big exhale, pull forward. Point the toe going back, big exhale, pull it forward. Full range. So squeeze that glute as the leg sliding back. Sometimes in class, especially if it's a small class, I'll put a little device, like a hurdle, in front of you to keep that leg from dropping low. All right, give me 2 more. Oh, exhale, breathe. Inhale, long. Exhale, and release. Push back. Nicely bend. Go ahead and swing the feet around. Brief stretch in the glutes. Ha. How are we doing, guys? Hopefully good. Or hopefully you are good. It's Saturday. All right, go ahead and let's do a little bit of some balance work. All right, so go ahead and whether you are on your mat, if you're on carpet, you can just be on carpet or outside. So go ahead and I'm gonna face sideways. Feet are hip width apart. Now go ahead and chop yourself at your hips. Nice big heavy hinge. Focus on a flat upper back. Now go ahead and center yourself. Slide that left leg back. Now focus on your right knee being stacked over your ankle. Now fully contract that left glute, stay centered. Hands can be heart center on hips, or it can be reached up nice and long. We're floating into airplane. You ready? Take that leap, freeze and hold. Find that airplane pose. Stay centered. Chest stays up for 4, 3, 2. Now elbow knees together. We come in, we go out. Exhale in, inhale out. So we're tying a little bit of your bird dog that you just did on the mat, connecting it to balance now, total body. So focus on keeping that right hamstring tight under tension. Resist rotation. Oh, I just lost mine. I'm not perfect. Focus on that breath. Exhale, pulling in. Inhale, out, strength lengthen. On this next one, hold it long. That tiny little lift. Both hands, shoulders lift up. And I want you squeezing through that left glute. So iso hold, time under tension, right hamstring. Stay centered. Now give me 4, 3, 2, and release. Go ahead and stay tall. Back up just here so you can see me. Still standing on that right leg. Go ahead and turn the feet out. Now go ahead and extend that left leg out. Give me a nice heavy tuck in the hips. Now raise that left leg up. It's a little bit of bar here. But now we're focusing on the quad. Glutes still staying engaged. Hands can be on hips. If you have a support device, a chair, a sofa. You can also focus on left hip being turned out and pointed straight up. Focus on contracting that left quad. Think length inner thigh. Keep the tuck on that hip. Give me 2. On this next one, freeze and hold. Give me a 1, 2, 3, and out. Bend, 2, 3, big push out. So slow on that bend. Give me 1 more. On this next one, freeze and hold. Slight little bend in the knee. Give me circles. Dime side circles. Oh, this one's for you, Adrian, if you're still logged on, because I know how much you love those circles. Give me 4, 3, 2, switch directions. So you choose how high that leg is or is not. Focus on stabilization, standing legs, stay tall. Here we go. Finish, come center, flex that foot, hold it out nice and long. Give me a press to tempo. Press, press, press. So think as if you're on a leg press machine, but I want you to have just a small little bend in that knee, and I want you to emphasize strong push to that heel. So keeping that chest tall, whether hands are on hips, heart center, or reaching up nice and tall. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and come back to mat. Let's repeat that again. Find your hips, find your hinge. Right leg slides straight back, load that front left hamstring. Square the hips, tuck the feet, lift that leg up, find your center, find your airplane. Strong 10-second hold to start for 10, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna find your ankle foot. It's gonna be wobbling in and out excessively. That's how the feet work. You ready? Exhale, crunch elbow, knee. Inhale, out long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, out. So with the flow of this class, it's less to a choreography or tempo, because I want you to focus on muscle activation, control, focus on what's contracting, what's lengthening. So for some, it's going to be right easy breezy at a tempo. For others, it's going to take a lot longer. So go where you're successful. Pick that height, pick that length. On this next one, reach it out nice and long, pulse it up, up, pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Reach those hands and the toes up the edge of the room. Reach long, lengthen spine, load that left. Give me 4, 3, 2, and stand tall. Turn face me, feet 12 o'clock. Feet first, I should say. Right foot out, tuck that hip, lift that right leg up. Give me a bend, extend, bend, lengthen. So again, focus on opening up to that right hip. Focus on extending the knee, but focus on squeezing that quad. I'm just not letting that leg swing with gravity. It's control. My quad, my hamstring is doing the precision. Give me 2. Next one, hold it long. Give me a 1, 2, 3, big extend. 1, 2, 3, tap extend. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. One more. Oh, slightly bend that knee. Give me tiny little circles, dime size circles. So if you're starting to feel a lot in the hip flexor, that's okay. Just lower the hip down and release the thumb where you can still balance. Go ahead and change direction. Do you feel how you're turning on your abdominals? Resisting rotation. I feel my arch working on the left. All right, give me 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and flex that foot, extend that knee. Give me a push, push. Now here we go, fight for it. Find that highest point. You got 12, you ready? Here's 1, push 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Aha. All right, guys, go ahead and lay on stomach. You're froggers. Some of you are like, oh my God, are you serious? So I'm laying on my stomach. My heels are together, my feet are turned out 10 and 2. Now go ahead and draw the abs in. Make sure you're not hyperextending that low back. Head can rest on forearms. Draw the abs in, curl the heel towards the seat. Now press it up and squeeze. One lift up, hold. One lift up, squeeze. One lift up, hold. So the entire time, I want you focusing on squeezing your butt cheeks. So whether the knees lift up and off the mat or not, doesn't matter. That's all indicative of hip flexor psoas flexibility. If you're really tight through the hip flexors, those knees aren't going to lift up very high. If you're weak in the hamstrings, you're going to notice that the legs want to start extending straight. So focus on keeping the heel towards the seat as much as you can. When I say seat, I mean glutes. Now give me one more at this slow tempo. Now you're ready, hold it up, now just squeeze the butt. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So as you're squeezing, you're gonna notice how those thighs might lift up a hair more. Now as you're focusing on squeezing, focus on exhaling. Don't hold your breath. Now as you're squeezing to your hardest point, your tightest butt squeeze. Can a $100 bill slide underneath your quad? Can a piece of paper? Do you feel your glutes? I hope so. Hamstrings. Give me 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Inhale out. Big exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Ha ha. So focus on that point where you can still keep the glutes contracted and you can focus on the hamstrings lengthening. Oh, Adrian, I hope John's in the room with you. Give me 4 more. Here's 3, and then we're gonna start stretching it out, go into some rollovers. Last one. Hold the heel to seat, press it up, give me strong 10, 2, squeeze those glutes, finish 5, 6, no bridges today, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, holy glute moly. Oh, push back. Give me a downward dog. That's what my body's needing right now. Tuck the toes, root the palms. Exhale, lengthen for 4, 3, 2. Ha ha. Go ahead and release. All right, go ahead and lay on back. We're gonna finish here. Let's go into some dead bugs to start. So opposite arm and leg. So level 1, head on mat. Focus on opposite arm and leg. Hit your butt again. Alternating. Head on mat or shoulders lifted. Focusing on low back compressed to that mat. You can play around with pointing and flexing the feet, getting a little bit of some dynamic movement through the hamstrings, but resist rotation, excessive rotation, no popping the back. Give me 4. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Rest ahead. Hands can go under low back. Give me little tiny reverse crunches. So we're starting to prepare that movement, starting to prepare that lumbar spine. So focus on pulling knees to chest. If you're more advanced, you can focus on a candlestick if you want to extend those legs even higher. Right now, just focus on coming down just where the hips are stacked. Give me 1 more. On this next one, go ahead and come tabletop, going into your reverse. So go inhale out, big exhale, fold over. Inhale, hands can slide along hamstrings to come back down to tabletop. Inhale out, exhale, fold. So with this one, it's not coming onto the neck. You're coming onto the shoulders. At the same time, basic mat Pilates, you're looking for the legs to be parallel to the mat. Not necessarily like in yoga where it's about toes coming to the floor. If they do, that's great. That's an advanced progression. Right now, it's all about articulation with the spine. Exhale as the feet plow, roll over. And I feel how you're going down one disc at a time in your spine. Use the hands to push into the floor. Give me 1 more and we're gonna start to stretch it out. Big exhale. And then inhale, massage that back and release. All right, go ahead and hands up to side. Give me a little side to side with the hips and the knees. Heels can be on hamstrings, glutes. The more you extend the knees, the more you're going to create some load and deepen that stretch a little bit. Oh, give me 1 more. All right, go ahead and come to center. Let's go to number 4. Number 4, stretch. Right cross over left, slide a hand through the middle. Inhale through nose, exhale, pull to the chest and rock that spine. And it warmed up quickly in here with the garage doors open. And then go ahead and release. Extend that right leg straight up. Be kind to your hamstrings, low back, but the muscles are nice and warm. So now the opportunity, you want to deepen that stretch, knee to nose. Use those hands as much as you need to. And then release. Go ahead and bend that knee. Take that ankle, cross it over. Get a little bit of outer hamstring. Open to that IT band. And then release. Cross other side. Left crossed over right. Slide the left hand through the middle. Inhale through nose. Exhale. Pull knee to chest. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend right out. Extend that left knee. Inhale through nose. Exhale. Breathe whole. So static stretch is usually best last end of workout. Golgi tendons are more likely to relax, respond, lengthen. And then go ahead and rest head, cross that leg over. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug knees, wrap back your hamstrings, roll on up. Come to a straddle stretch. Legs open. Even do saw today, but that's always a good one too. Keep that back nice and flat. Inhale through nose, exhale, be kind. If you have tight inner groin, you can always crisscross applesauce. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and release, roll it up. Cradle of one arm down, top bend, side bend. Get that nice good stretch. QL, pop the hips. So Hannah, my oldest, 6 years old, first grade, turn face your shin. Her technology teacher showed up at our doorstep yesterday. Go ahead and roll up. She was wearing her infamous dinosaur inflatable costume. It was hilarious. But the other neighborhood kids also showed up on my door too. So when I opened the door, it was quite a shock. And I was like deer in headlights, like what the heck is going on here? I had no idea. I was like, no, I don't want Girl Scout cookies. Actually, not right now, right? Go ahead and crisscross applesauce. When inhale through nose, exhale, pull those hands behind the back, open up the chest, the heart center. I know some of y'all thought I was about to clap and say thank you. Give me 1 sec. And but it was the best little giggle gift yesterday. Give me one more inhale up. Exhale, hands come down. Take a nice bow. And happy Saturday, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate it. I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to hang around for a little bit. So if you are new to the class today or you want to stop and say hi, give me a nice shout. If you have to get your day going, then I say goodbye and thank you.